Hey, what's up, guys? I'm out helping the crew today stay caught up on the work. They could probably finish all of the work by themselves this week, 50-50 on whether or not they could. It's just so hot, and if I can lighten the workload a little bit for them, that's what I'm going to do. But I do have a pocket of yards, a handful of clients that I personally oversee. I feel like that's one of the benefits to being a boutique type services or a smaller lawn care service. You know, me as the owner operator, I can get out and personally oversee some of the clients that it makes sense to do that on. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So we did the sod installation here a few months back. This zoysia's getting nice and settled in. These palms had a bunch of nasty juniper all around them that was really mounted up. Really hard work getting all that out, but this yard's really come along. It's definitely got some hot spots in it where the sprinkler system needs a little bit of adjustments. But these folks, you know, they trust me. You know, they trust Florida Turf Pros, and we have a very good working relationship. And I am personally the person that is overseeing this job, that I'm on it always or most of the time. And this client definitely gets a lot more hand holding than others. So yeah, we have some clients, man, that they're either out of town clients or they're just very, I would consider them just good clients. And what I mean by good clients is, you know, they have their credit card on file with us through Yard Book, and they just tell me, John, you know, we're not gonna be there for most of the year, but whenever we come there, we want it to look like it's supposed to. And you know, they just trust us to take care of their lawn. Whatever needs to be done, here's a credit card. Get it done, charge the card, don't bother us with it. We just want it to be nice. And those types of clients get a little extra hand holding. And this particular pocket of yards that I have down here, I typically will oversee this little route anyways. But yeah, let me show you some of these yards that we do. We did like 3 sod installs this year on this particular road, and I'm actually jumping out to go check and see how one of our sod installs is doing, because we'll start mowing this one pretty quickly. Okay, wow, yeah, these folks have done a really good job keeping water on this grass. It's been, like I said, 115 degrees, man, but yeah, they've been pumping the water to this. This is great. So this is a Empire zoysia that we like to install. You can still see some of the lines in it, but that's okay. What we're checking for right now, I want to make sure the sod is tacky to the soil, and it is. It's rooted. Like, it's in there. So we just like to check it in several spots, pull up on it. You know, you can still, if you yanked it super hard, you could probably get some of it up, but that's exactly what you want to see after about 3 weeks. Really tacky to the soil. Well, let's take a peek back here, see what we got going on. Oh yeah, man, this one's ready to go. I think we could go ahead and get this mowed, honestly. I might just go ahead and get them on the schedule today. Now you can see right here, these burn marks. 100% that's from a dog coming out here and peeing on the lawn. All that nitrogen in their urine burns lawns, but especially zoysia. So all these little spots, you know, but zoysia will repair itself. And it's just such a thick grass, it chokes out so many weeds. Yeah, this yard's looking good. And guys, that really makes all the difference. Is the care that owners take after we do one of these sod installations. Because you know, we can do our job to the best of our ability. Get all this crap out of here, grade it, put down good topsoil, install sod that's in excellent condition, throw it green side up, right? But you know, if the homeowner, if they do not water, then you know, they made a very large investment, you know, that I'm just shocked at how many people don't do a good job of watering, but these folks did. This yard's gonna be in top shape after the first cut. We always say, you know, give it 30 to 45 days before you put any chemicals in the lawn. So that's what I'm going to advise them to do. But wanted to check in on this one. That one's looking good. All right, this next guy was a new client, and he wants his lawn taken care of every 2 weeks. It's super thick, and we cut it for the first time 2 weeks ago, and the agreement is he is supposed to cut it in the off weeks. And I'm looking at it right now. He didn't cut it last week. So that's something you gotta be careful of, man. Like sometimes you have these agreements with people, look them in the eye, shake their hand. Yeah, I mean, your yard needs to be done every week. Like it's growing like fire. Well, look, let's just do it every 2 weeks, and I'll take care of it on the off week y'all aren't here. It never works. And there's another prime example. So one of two things is going to happen at this yard. We're going to drastically increase the price because it's going to take me a lot longer to do this lawn and do it to the standard that I want to do. Or he has to go to weekly service. Those are the only two options. Well, I guess third is, you know, we decide to go separate ways. There's three options. Drastic price increase, go weekly, which that's the best option. Yard looks way better. And, you know, price difference isn't that big. And then finally, we can just part ways. But on this little road right here, I got a stretch of 4 houses that we take care of. And like my minimum is 3. Like if I can't drive to a neighborhood and do at least 3 in a pocket, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in driving to another neighborhood and doing a lawn, driving to another neighborhood and doing a lawn. I'm interested in pockets because, you know, a $50 lawn, why not do $150 worth of lawns whenever you're there? You know, it just doesn't make sense. And, you know, real briefly, this is what we use to build route density. It's these, man. It's these postcards right here. And, you know, the people in Turf Pros Academy, they have full access to that, can download it, whatever. It's a postcard that sells really well. The main point of that is, you know, website will get you into a neighborhood, but a wrap truck and postcards, that builds density inside those neighborhoods, okay? You've got to have a wrap truck or a painted truck with your logo. You've got to be able to put out marketing material in the neighborhoods that you're working in. Anyways, I'm just gonna go jump on this lawn real quick, get it knocked out. There's quite a bit of trimming here. I'm typically not crazy about lawns that require a lot of trimming. My business model is get in, get out. We want no sidewalks. We don't want a lot of trimming. We want cookie cutter houses that we can just blaze through while doing a quality job. But these lawns that are a little more custom or boutique, if you will, they just require a lot more time and attention, and people pay for that. They've got to pay for it. Okay, I actually did that lawn a lot quicker than what I was anticipating doing that lawn. Let's look at the time real quick and see what we made per hour. It was 24 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll just call it 25 minutes. So if you remember, to get our per man hour rate, we're going to divide 25 into 60 minutes. So 25 minutes into 60 minutes is going to give us 0.42. Yeah, 0.42. I'm just kidding. I already ran the math on that. I'm not that smart, guys. So 0.42, and then we're going to take 0.42 and divide it into our price. Our price for that lawn was $65. So I do need to run the math on that. So 65 divided by 0.42, that is going to give us our per man hour rate. Okay, so that comes out to $154, so $154 a man hour on the property. All right, we're not doing drive time. Don't worry about none of that. Just talking about on that property. So we definitely hit our per man hour rate on that job. And again, I think that job just went so much quicker just because it's been dry lately. And I honestly didn't take a whole lot off of it because I was kind of mad that he hasn't been cutting it in between the last 2 weeks. So I always did a little haircut on it. But I kind of have to keep an eye on that yard because I think that's one of those yards that if we get some good rains, will get out of hand for us. And it's going to probably take us a substantially longer time. Anyways, next property that I'm heading to, this gentleman, he is a cancer patient, specifically skin cancer. And I have my long sleeves on today. Most of the time I have long sleeves on whenever I'm out working, but I always make sure if I am going to this gentleman's house, I have my long sleeves on. Because he comes out, man, he is ate up with skin cancer. Man, he's probably in his late 70s, early 80s, and I feel horrible for him. his skin is just ate up with it. Top of his head, all of it. And he comes out a very, very nice guy, but he's fed up with his treatments. He's fed up with having to go to the hospital. He says it's painful. So I make sure whenever I go to his place, I got my long sleeves on, because he comes out and he will get on my butt if I don't have my long sleeves on. All right, so I just got done with another lawn, and I just gotta say something. There's 2 other lawn care companies working in this area. One guy was on a tractor, like a lawn tractor. And again, like if you watch my videos, guys, and I saw you and you saw me, and you know that I'm talking about you, I'm sorry. I'm just speaking truth in the video, guys. What I want to say is this guy was on a lawn tractor, and he's doing his work. He's doing his work, but it's just taking forever. I mean, he had already cut the front yard by the time I pulled up. He was just started working on the backyard. I completed the entire yard, almost beside him. It's the exact same yard. I completed the entire yard, blown off back to my truck, and he's still weed eating on the yard just because the lawn tractor is taking forever. Man, everybody has to start somewhere, whether it's a push mower, lawn tractor, residential, zero turn. But man, as quickly as you can get into a zero turn mower, or what I prefer is a stand-on mower for residential lawns, it cuts the time in less than half. I mean, it's less than half, and allows you to do that many more lawns in a day, or get off that much earlier. So man, God, get away from those lawn tractors, dude. Ooh, this yard's looking crispy. This is a new lawn we did 2 weeks ago, and this guy wants these flower beds cleared out. There's a lot of grass in here. Really, it'd probably take a good 45 minutes or an hour to get down and just get all this grass out. But what he wants us to do is he wants us to just weed eat all this down and just make it look presentable. So that's what we're going to do. Sometimes I give people that option. I let them know, hey, we don't include flower bed work in our lawn mowing. Our lawn mowing is for the turf. It is for the turf, you know. Natural areas and flower bed areas are not included. But this looks so bad. I mentioned it to him, and he does want us to at least weed eat this down and make it look better. But eventually it needs to be a flower bed project done in here, to just kind of get down just something that's going to look a lot better than what he's got here. But go ahead and get started on this yard. Look how dry this is, y'all. It's dry. This yard is like right at the questionable spot where like it looks scraggly, you know, and it could use a cut. And I know this is strange, but in the morning, guys, we have so much humidity in our area, and there's so much dew on the grass that this grass will be nice and green. Like it'll look good. But you know, by midday, it just looks purple and all dehydrated. We really need a good rain. Yep, heat index is 114 right now. Actual temp is 100, and heat index is 114. So again, the grass is green in the morning, and then it just like turns like this every day. So if you wonder why we're cutting it, it's scraggly. I don't know if it's coming through on the video, but it definitely needs a little cleanup. We are in desperate need of some rain. All right, so real quick, I just did an estimate, and I want to talk to you real quick about my thoughts on this estimate. So this estimate, beautiful home, beautiful yard, front and back, landscape, it just looks really nice. I want this yard. I want it bad. It's probably one of the nicer lawns in this neighborhood that we already have 30-something accounts in this particular neighborhood. I really want this lawn. We already have about 30 accounts in this particular neighborhood. This lawn is very, very nice. But here's the deal. I have to give them a price that makes sense for my business. Here's what I mean. I know good and well that in the time that it takes us to do this property, we can do 2.5 lawns on another neighborhood. Okay, so here it is. I look at this lawn and I say, man, I really want this lawn, but I know that in the time that it takes us to do this one lawn, I could do 2.5, probably close to 3 lawns in a neighborhood right across town, and make probably close to $150 on those yards. All right, $50 in and out, and it's going to take me probably about the same amount of time on this lawn as it would to do those other 3. So I'm looking at this lawn, And I gotta tell these people, it's gonna be $150 to do your lawn. John, that's crazy. Why would you do that? You should take this lawn. You want this lawn. I do want this lawn, okay? And they want me to have the lawn. Are they going to pay $150 to have this lawn serviced? They're probably thinking 80, 85. Maybe stretch it to 90. They ain't gonna pay 150, man. You know what price I'm gonna give them? 150. Somebody else can have it. Somebody else will be happy to do this lawn for $85 or $90. Their whole crew will love this lawn. Their truck is gonna look good parked beside this lawn, and I'm gonna drive by and I'm gonna be mad that I don't get this lawn. But it's gotta be 150, man. It's gotta be 150 because I can go get 3 more lawns in this other neighborhood if I want to and make 150 in the same amount of time it would take me to do this lawn. So I'm not doing it for 80. I'm not doing it for 85, and I'm probably not gonna do it for 90. I need 150. Think about that, guys. Turning down good lawns because they're not hitting the per man hour rate that I know I'm capable of finding. Jonathan, that is crazy. Yeah, it kind of is, man. It's not normal. Most people don't do that. But most people aren't paying their guys when I'm paying them. And most people don't have the margins that we have. Better start learning to think different, man. Like, if you're in growth mode or if you're starting out your lawn business, take them, man. Take them. Suck it all up. Just get that roster filled up. But whenever it's time for profit mode, you're just about tapped out, you need to start thinking, man. You need to start thinking about what you can do to maximize the margins in what you're doing. And you can only do a couple things. It's either do more work or have higher prices. That's it, man. You guys be good. Stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. I'll be in touch.